Here's the snapback. Here's the kick. He's got the leg into it. If it is good, and it is! Austin Stars, a 49-yard field goal, and Indiana leads 27-24.
Oh, it's an end around one to throw. Page looking at the quarterback, and it's a touchdown! Page finds Leno! Penix rolling out of the pocket to a strong hand. Delivers deep down the field. Caught, touchdown! Fry Vogel again.
Welcome to the OEO podcast. I'm your host, Michael Bragg. You can find me on Twitter. It's at Bragley, Braggley. My co-host, Brandon, is traveling the world. I don't know where he's at. North America, I think. This time around Toronto, I think. I don't know. But if you want to follow him on Twitter, it's at Brandon Dubich. Brandon spelled traditionally, Dubich, Dubich. But here with me for what we're referring to, I think, as a quickie, is our producer, Seth. You can block him on Twitter. It's at SayTop5, SETAH5. I would suggest doing it now before Zach Edey hits the, what do they call it? The pro combine, the NBA combine. Yeah. And then decides that he's not really going to up his draft stock any higher than what it could be, which is the late second round. So yeah. What's up, Seth?
Nothing. I'm back, the best guest host in all of the IU football dedicated podcasts, all of them out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. They've been clamoring for me to be back.
They have been. Well, hey, we're just gonna do, as they said, it's just kind of a throwing a pod out there kind of pod. So we will kind of recap my visit to the spring game. Give my thoughts. This is a spring game. Oh, I would say probably 6 or 7 for me. Took the kiddos by myself. 2 kids, 2, 3, and 4 years old, had a blast. So,
and can I spoil the plot that you got exposed on the IU football Instagram account?
Oh yeah, we made yeah. So it was funny, and we'll get into it. So many clicks every time they were taking pictures with the players. I could just hear, as I was kneeling down taking a picture, I could hear click.
The funny thing was you were sending me pictures in real time, and you could, like, the first ones, your kids were like super excited, and then just the amount of their ability to smile decreased steadily as each picture went on.
Oh yeah. So this was it was a rush trip for us because we had soccer in the morning and then straight down from Fishers to Bloomington. And that's not usually a perfect transition for toddlers. But they did a great job. They did a pretty good job. Only one of them fell asleep on the way back, and judge me if you want, I guess. On the way back, tablet in hand, headphones on, full blast, but dead asleep. So, cool. Well, what I kind of want to touch base on is some of the players that stood out, some interesting things that I kind of saw or noticed, if you haven't already read through some of the things, and then kind of explain some of the experience. I guess we'll start there. So when we get there, there were a decent amount of people. I don't want to put a number on it, but I'd say about what I've seen at spring games. I know that there was a time, I think it was around Kevin Wilson or maybe the very beginning of Tom Allen, where they tried and recruited a bunch of students to get out there for the spring game to make more of a game atmosphere. Definitely wasn't that. It was very relaxed. It was casual. They had a full-on tailgate line. So like hot dogs, chips, burgers, cookies, all that stuff for free. There was a whole kid zone up in the, what used to be the kid zone, the rooftop standing only section now. It was cool. And when we got there, kind of some of the individual practices were over, and it was a full-on 50-yard scrimmage, really, offense, defense. And it was all first team, and second team, third team. I'll talk about some of the quarterback play real quick. But before I do that, have you been to a spring game anywhere? And I heard, and by the way, I did hear that Purdue spring game didn't happen. right?
Yeah, the stadium's being renovated again. They're redoing a tunnel in
Gotcha.
the opposite end zone that we just redid.
So my brother went there for something because he's married to a Boilermaker. No, she's a Bulldog, but her family's all Boilermakers. He went to some sort of event that they had put on, I think, for kids or something. So yeah, a little bit of breaking news. Trayvell Mullen, as of about 4 o'clock today, has entered the transfer portal.
Ooh.
Kind of a shocker, a little bit disappointing, I guess, but it seems to be a mutual thing, playing time issue. Which I guess we could start there. I was going to start with quarterbacks, but we'll start with some of the defensive back play that I saw Saturday. Well, I guess no, hold on. I guess we need to go back to my question to you, I guess, and that was, have you ever been to a spring game?
I have not. I have watched a lot of them on ESPN, ESPN Plus, the SEC network. I don't know that there's a good way of doing it though. It's not a real game. You don't want to have to like pay for it. So you want it to be a fun fan experience. But it's just, I don't know. It's a tough kind of eye of the needle you're trying to thread with the fan experience versus the what you're able to show, and you want to show some kind of closure to the end of the spring camp. It's just a really tough way to show it. I prefer to watch it on on Big Ten Network, but that's just me. I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think if I've seen, so the few that I've seen, I mean, it's been all kind of the same thing. I think Kevin Wilson ran more of a scrimmagey type thing, whereas Tom Allen runs like a legit practice and then kind of scrimmages for a bit, does some game situations. There's a cool video on, I think it's on IU football's Instagram, where they have him mic'd up. That's pretty cool to see him. And I mean, there was one time where he laid into some of the defensive players, and it was pretty intense. But you can kind of understand like what he was doing, and kind of get a gist of kind of how that went. But
isn't that what you want to see, to be honest with you?
Oh,
isn't that what you want to see? Like that excitement level, you want to see him getting after it. And that's how I think is the fun part, is kind of the emotions, the hype.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of the players, and I guess hype's a good transition. So I texted you guys a lot, I think, about the quarterbacks and who were in. They all four kind of played and got some run with their respective groups. Blaise McKibben is big. He can move a little bit. The redshirt senior transfer from Long Beach City College and Fresno State. He was okay. I mean, I think he'll be a decent, probably third string or fourth string quarterback to sit there. Nothing really to jump out. The guy that really jumped out, I guess there were two. I didn't see any Brock Lowry. Heard some good things about him. Saw a couple of the highlights. Looked okay. Looked like he's going to play the part at some point. But I think we'll probably see him in future seasons, not so much this one. But an interesting story, I think, that's going to come through the summer and into the fall is Brendan Sorsby. It looked pretty good. I mean, his mechanics looked good. The guy can move. He's had a year in the system, as opposed to the other guy, Taven Jackson, which I said to you guys in the group. He's so smooth. His throwing motion is smooth. The way he runs looks like, and I don't want to compare him to these players, but Seth can attest to this being a Bears fan, but the way that when Justin Fields runs, right, his big long strides and like just smooth, effortless like running motion, that's similar to like what you get with Taven Jackson. Big arm, a good throw that I saw, a tiptoe catch. I don't remember who it was. Number 81 made the catch. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but made the catch in the corner. It was a decent pass, really good catch. Those two stood out for sure. Sorsby met him after the game just to be funny with Brandon, because Brandon, for some reason, I don't know, his not hatred, but jealousy of Brendan Sorsby is what I think it is. So took a picture with him for Brandon. But yeah,
It's the
did
Brandon
you?
Brendan rivalry. That's
Yes,
what
I
it
think
is.
that's what it is. I think it's
Yeah.
because he says because it's Brendan instead of Brandon.
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. Um, Running back wise, we'll just run through some of these real quick. A lot of Josh Henderson, a lot of Jalen Lucas, a lot of David Holloman, a ton of David Holloman. And he is a monster. Like he is built. Didn't see Christian Turner, and don't get me wrong, he's not on campus, right? I
I
don't
believe that's
think.
the case.
So I that'll be interesting to see again. As I said in the fall, I think that this room
Sorry, I read that he was unavailable, so that was
unavailable. That's right.
that was the assumption I made.
Yeah. So this room is going to be interesting, I think, all year, let alone going into fall camp. So it's deep. It's deep. And if
Yeah,
they're gonna run with David Holloman and Trent Howland, I saw him in street clothes afterwards, didn't get to see him running the ball very much or at all. So but have seen some of the highlights of him in practice. Were you gonna say something?
yeah, I was going to say that you need three running backs in the Big Ten in order to be successful over the course of a 12-game season, or as you're hoping for 13 or 14 games. So I really think that's going to be vital to see the development of that third back, maybe even a fourth one. So really interesting to see eventually what the Wake Forest kid does once he gets on campus. But we do have proven commodities with Henderson and Lucas, so I think you have a lot to be optimistic about there.
Yeah, and I think Holloman will see the field a lot more this season than he has in the previous two. So,
I mean, it's great to have a battering ram type guy.
Yeah.
Because you guys were, again, I sing the praises of Josh Henderson quite a bit, but you guys struggled in short yardage on third downs a lot of times, and to have a guy who's that body type to be a battering ram on third and short is, vital.
Yes. And again, Josh Henderson it's just not his vibe. Short downs. I mean, he's such a playmaker. No matter wherever you put him,
Yeah.
I mean, he'll do fine wherever. But, yeah, I totally agree with that. We need kind of that bruising back, which we haven't had for a while, and I think Christian Turner will bring that too, whenever he gets up to speed. We'll touch quick on wide receivers. Anderson Kobe looks big. Number change, number 0 now. He looked pretty solid. Donovan McCulley met him after the game. Really good kid. Like just I don't know what has changed about him, but he just seems like he's taken a step up with his I can't even talk. Athleticism, sorry. And he just looks a little bit bigger too. We've got EJ Williams, who had a pretty good catch in the corner, pretty effortless. Jacques Smith, Cameron Perry made a big impact with some big catches over the middle a few times. That's about it. As I said, I didn't see a ton of gameplay. I saw a few drives, but trying to wrangle the kids at the same time. I'm not a single parent. Let me say that, but the wife was asleep for spring practice, but trying to wrangle the kids and catch the game at the same time, not the easiest thing in the world. So
I did see a couple highlights, and I did think the Clemson transfer is a bright spot and somebody who I really hope, again, non-Purdue fan speaking, for the moment, hope that he would develop for you guys in a way that, in a similar way to Camp Camper last year. Really the breakout guy.
Saw Cam Camper after the practice with his family and gave him a little shout. Told him to make sure his knee was right. He said he's good. Said he's good to go. So that's good to see. He was not dressed, but was out there with the team and looks okay, looks fine. Knee was wrapped up in kind of like a compression sleeve, but he said he's good to go. So I would think we're going to be good to go come fall camp, and that's huge. So I just don't want people to forget about him, because throughout different points of the season, he was literally one of the best wide receivers in the country. So along with, what was your dude up in West Lafayette?
Chuck Sizzle,
whatever his name is, Chuck Jones or whatever.
Yeah. Charles
Jones. Okay, let's switch over. Offensive line, as I said, I didn't have a lot of time to pay attention to that. They did look half decent, but I'll tell you what, one guy was making him look really bad, and he did stand out, and that was Andre Carter, the defensive end transfer from Western Michigan. He is huge, Seth. I mean, he is a monster of a man. That is not, I'm not even going to say kid. Like that dude is big and just ripped, super quick off the edge. He's going to be a problem. Thankfully not our problem, but he looks good. I think he's a pass rusher that we've been missing for a while. Aaron Casey, of course, looked good. Caden Turner, some runs with the ones. And then I want to say Matt Holt was in the blue jersey.
Non-contact.
Yeah, but he looked okay on some run plays. That may have been Caden Turner. Again, I'm not sure, but I think that was Matt Holt out there. And then that's really it. Outside of Jameer Johnson looked good at corner, the Texas transfer, and our boy Noah Pierre, met him as well after the game. Big shout to NP. He looked pretty good too. Outside of that one, that amazing catch on the tiptoe where he kind of like lost outside leverage, but other than that, he looked great. So I don't know if you caught anything else. Do you want to add anything else to that, or anything that you would have been looking for? Maybe I can answer that question.
No, the only thing I thought was seeing Caden Turner a little bit. He's a guy that you want to see get on the field earlier rather than later. He's a guy who's going to have some growing pains probably next year with if he gets more and more snaps, maybe looking 20 per game, something like that. But those will ultimately pay off for you guys in the long run. So, he's one who I'd really like to see, like I said, be in that 15 to 20 snaps per game, find a package for him to excel in.
Yeah. I mean, we'll take it wherever we can get it. Cool. Speaking of that, we still have this sponsor, Monon Track Club. I know we're getting back into running season now, and this is the brand to be with if you're a runner. It's Monon Track Club. They're from Indianapolis, locally owned and operated. They are the running brand built on a deep love for the sport and the Hoosier State products, stories, experiences, all this stuff. You can check it out on their website. It will be posted in the show notes, and you can also get 10% off your order. They do have a store. Guess what? They've got cool stuff coming up. We get to see some of the sneak peeks of some of the stuff that the guys are working on there as far as new merch and everything else. So check out their store in the show notes and get 10% off with the code LEO10. That's LEO10. Seth, we're going to wrap up here in just a minute, but do you have any other questions, anything in your sack, spring related, anything you're looking forward to? There's another transfer portal about ready to open up, right? May 11th, I think.
There's one, I think it's open right now.
Is it open now?
Purdue
Okay.
just got a couple cats
There you go.
within the last couple days. We got a couple cornerbacks. So we're very excited about that.
Speaking of that, I saw your boy Corey Trice.
Yeah.
Maybe second round pick, third round pick, somewhere in there.
He's sneaky good. He's 6'3",
He's
215.
big. I think that's his thing. I was gonna say I was never
think Richard Sherman type.
Yeah, I was never blown away against
not
IU.
talent level, body type, clearly.
Yeah. I never noticed him against IU, but again, you're talking very small sample size because I don't watch Purdue games. So let's see. Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's it for me. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that kind of. Did you watch any other spring games? Did you notice that there were 90,000 people in Columbus for a spring game?
I did. Yeah, I don't see. That was what I was trying to think of. I'm like, what do they do differently? I just think that they're super nerds over there. I mean, I think there's like a commitment level that a lot of those people aren't going to regular season games, and that's their only opportunity to see any kind of, Buckeye related sports. And IU doesn't have that kind of exclusivity. Like you can literally go to any IU football home game at any time. So I think they've kind of harnessed some weird little fandom there that, but I think it's the same thing with Alabama. I think, to an extent, a lot of the SEC schools are probably like that, where it's a lot of the people who aren't going to be able to afford to go to the LSU Alabama game. So they go to the LSU spring game. I don't know.
Yeah, that's just kind of their thing. We know that we you can't hold a candle, I would say, to different those two fan bases whenever you compare IU football.
But Purdue has a struggle with it too. That's why it wasn't a big deal when we canceled. It's not like anyone was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe there's no spring game." It's like, All right. Well, roll all the stuff on social media. Let us watch some highlights of some practices, and we'll wait till August.
Yep. And that's going to be interesting. August is going to be fun. Fall camp's going to be fun. Over the summer is going to be fun. This next few days, I think it's about a month or so, or a month and a half while this transfer window is open.
Here, I got a question for you. Is there
Yeah.
any in this transfer window, if you guys can get like a little, cupcake on top here, is there a position that you hope? I mean, it'd be nice to probably get another cornerback in to replace Travell.
Mhm.
Is there anything that you might be looking for, hoping to highlight coming in?
Interior offensive line, maybe right guard.
Of course. Yeah.
Not really. I mean, I wouldn't be upset with any sort of defensive back additions, whether that's corner or safety. Although again, now that I've said safety, I thought Bryson Bonds looked pretty good in practice. Josh Sanguinetti, we know he's going to be an anchor back there this year. Yeah,
the only other position popped into mind for me was maybe tight end. Maybe a guy who can.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, they looked good. The tight ends looked good, and they were running a lot of short, over the middle kind of hitch ends for them. They also
was it mostly Bamba and Steinfeld?
It was Bamba and Steinfeld's big, and Bamba made a good huge catch in the end zone over the top of his defender early on. So they look good too. But yeah, I think if we could get a high end tight end,
like more athletic.
Yeah, I would say I don't want to go back to Barner. I don't want to say like a Barner type, because he's more. I thought he was going to be athletic, but that dude is he's just a lumbering dude. But yeah, tight end I think is on there, but I think it's maybe third on the list out of the three that we've talked about.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, let's wrap it up. I mean, we just kind of rambled for a bit. We wanted to let you guys know we're still here. We're just, we've got some stuff going on. Brandon's got a lot of work stuff where he's trying to get all this travel out of the way pre-fall, so he's available for us. And yeah, we'll keep it rolling. And we love you guys. And be sure to check out the pod on Twitter. It's at Podcast LEO. Be sure to download, rate, review, follow on all of our platforms. Just let us know how much you hated this, but give us 5 stars. It's fine. Either way, we love you guys. LEO.
LEO.
LEO. Awesome day. LEO. Thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate that. LEO.
All right, great. LEO.
Appreciate you guys. LEO. You're welcome, Dave. Have a great day. LEO.
Have a great day. LEO.
Appreciate you being here with us. Have an awesome day, and LEO. Oh, thank you so much. LEO.
Well, thanks so much, LEO.
Hey, thanks so much, Mike. Appreciate that. LEO. Appreciate you guys, man. Have an awesome day. LEO.
Awesome. LEO.
LEO.